There we go. Watch on view page. And we'll pull that up so I can see myself. And yeah, I'm a minute early. That's even with a phone call to my grandson. How about that? Let's see. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got to skip that. And there we go. We should be more than live. Sorry, I'm on time. I didn't think I was going to be. We had the tiger talking to my grandson. It's his birthday today, August 8th. He's 5 years old. Unbelievable. Okay, everybody gave me the heads up that the sound is good and the video is good. That's a shock. Well, one of the most imitated segments, okay, of all time is this, because we started this way back when. But I don't know if we originated it, but it doesn't matter. All I know is that Gencon, we're heading into the last few videos of Gencon. Now we start to move in and start to get some action going and start doing some things. So, Pete says, howdy, did I miss your call today? No, I did not call you, Pete. I did not want to bother you, to be honest with you. So, Jedi Jeff, High Volume Games, Serpium121212, Dennis, how are you? Who also is a charter member here. Thank you. And Dutch Yoda. I mean, we can't do anything without Dutch. And, of course, Miss Larissa and Miss Helen, who run the show. All right, well, listen. We've got a ton of stuff to go over with. And that's why I'm doing this live. There is a lot to get to. I did not realize how much I bought. We've already saw the Funkoverse, so I'm not going to show you that. There's a box that's still missing, believe it or not. I can't even get over to that side of the room because of how much I purchased. And I do mean purchased. And I will be telling you some stories along the way. I don't care anymore. I'm going to tell them. So, Pete, I got my phone near me if you want to text at any moment. Pete is my conscience. The things that are missing is I got everything for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So we've got that coming in. And Escape from Dark Castle? And all the expansions. So that box is missing. Should be here in a day or two. But we got enough to go over. So without further ado, let me get this keyboard out of the way, because I don't think we're going to need that anymore. That's how I was just horsing around there. We have our mouse, which is most important. And I'll show you something small real quick. I don't even know how I got this, but Rice Dice, a Spirit of Rice Patty dice game. This is from 1 to 5 players, so count me in. 1 to 5. I like 1 to 5 players games. Really kind of cool. I'm wondering. I don't know anything about it. Somehow I ended up with it. It was in my bag. Well, it was in a box I opened. I said, oh, okay, all right. No worries, just making sure. Ha ha ha. Game line 146. How are you doing? There will be plenty. Adieu. Buckle your seatbelt, folks. Marcos. Hi from São Paulo, Brazil. Well, hello to you, my good friend. I hope you are doing well. So this is a game that we got. So we're going to put that over here. That's probably the simplest game that we're going to go over. Let's go to our top-down. We have a couple different views. We're going to use this view, and as you can see, this makes Helen happy because it's a total different view, different map. So there's no stars in the background. Vincent, how are you? And we're going to be using this one primarily. So a couple things. Let's just go over from Flying Frog Games, not Flying Pig Games. We got a couple of new expansions here for Shadows of Brimstone. The Shikari Nomads, which basically hate Darkstone so much because it destroyed their planets, that they go around, and if you have Darkstone, you're an enemy. If you do not have Darkstone, they befriend you. Void swarms and void hives, which is pretty neat, and just very cool. A different type of enemy to haunt the heck out of you. And these were the latest additions that were coming out. So there you go. I ended up getting these, so I thought that was cool. What I was really looking forward to was hoping that Fortune and Glory, the 2 expansion packs, would be out, but they were not. Also, let's see what else we got here. Okay, first of all, I don't want to look at me. Let's just go right to the top down. Siege of Quebec, 1759, a Worthington game that I was able to find there, and they were sold out at Miniature Market, so I ended up getting it. This is a great solitary game, and it's something we're going to be taking a look at for War and Pieces. I really think that you're going to really enjoy this and some of the things that go with it. We're going to put this over here. Boy, this is going to be tough trying to do this. Let me pull this giant box over here. Another big hit here that I saw. I am a big Ancients fan of Ancients, and this was from Warlord, and it was something I was very, very interested in. It's Warband Command in the ancient world, and the reason we went to this angle is I wanted to show you some of the neat This is the starter kit, and pretty much everything that we can do. Master Mayflin, hi Rob, hi everyone. Great videos from Gencon. Well, thank you so much. Mikkel, how are you? It's always nice to see some new faces in here. I really love Ancients, and I was able to get this from Warlord, so very excited about it. This is something that's right in my radar. So I'm going to show you what else I got. Well, why don't we go to the other camera to show some of these smaller boxes. We ended up getting the Scorpio team. You know, you got to have that, right? Got to take people out. We got some of the Gaul heroes. You got to have whatever heroes you can. This is something that will kind of really, you know, I really like doing things like this. We'll see where it fits in. I have a few of these games that we need to get going on, but definitely something that I'm looking forward to. This is the Gaul Warriors, so just to make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, we went all in on this one. We went all in. Redwell, how are you? Tribesmen Slingers. Okay. Let's take a look at what you get in the box. These will be a lot of fun to paint, you know, when we're looking for stuff. Barbara, how are you? Now we can start. Barbara's here. I was kind of going slow for a while because I was waiting for Barb to show. What else did we get here? We got Caesar's Legions. All right, we got some slings. We got some things, you know, slings and things, baby. Slings and things. All right, we'd like to take people out. Let's do it old school. Horsemen for the Gaul. All right, let's take a look at these. These are nice. Nice models. So that's going to be fun. And Danny Uzo, good afternoon, and fellow board gamers, says Danny. Danny, it's a pleasure to have you here. We're glad to have you here. Oh, good. We can take this out of this box. What else do we got in here? We also got... All right, let me move some things here. Just bear with me. Let me make sure this box is empty. All right, cool. Because I'm actually trying to put this away while we're doing this. Whoa, 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 whoa. And we could throw that box out. Awesome. And then we could take all this stuff and get it out of the way so we can start looking at the next pile of stuff. Let's put this on a shelf now that we got new shelves. I had to clean some shelves off. Woo. I'll tell you. The Queen was happy to see it cleaned off. All right. This looked a little interesting to me. It was one player, so hey, what the heck? Why not, right? This is called Diceiam. All right. From Geek Attitude Games. Let's see. Good afternoon, Rob, fellow Bear Gamers. Hi, Eric Schwartz. How are you? Rob, are these complete minis more like GW? I haven't opened the box, so I can't tell you. But we will definitely find out together. What scale is that? I believe it's 28 mil. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty positive. Throw a bic, put the boot in. What? Okay. It says 28 mil on the back of the box. Yeah, 28 mil. So this game here looked pretty interesting. You can play a number of different games. One dice set, 4 wildly different games. And I do love the chuck dice, and I was amused by the dungeon aspect of it and the Shogun stuff. So really kind of interested in how this plays out. So, you know, it's in my wheelhouse. There we go. So let's do it, right? Godzilla lover, how are you, my dear? How are you, my dear? For sure. One of the surprise games that was there that caught me off guard. Let me try to figure out what I want to do here. Okay, there's that. Okay, it was a game that I was completely intrigued by, and it's called Conquest. The Last Argument of Kings by Parbellum. And wow, the models, I saw these at the booth, were just fantastic. The gameplay looked really good. Andrea Gamer, how are you? Good to see you. They really looked fantastic. You know, you're going to see a lot of different games here, and I'll explain things as I go. I really saw this as something that I can play on a smaller level, and I wonder if I can fit it in on this. I don't think so because the box is so big. Yeah, see, we're not going to be able to see all the things that we want to see unless I just do this. Yeah, there we go. You know, cheat the system, right? All right, there we go. Look at those guys, huh? Nice little system. They're supposed to come out with more miniatures. Supposedly this is supposed to be at Miniature Market, so I'm definitely going to check this out. I'm really looking forward to this. So I'm looking to see how this is going to play out. This is going to be fun to paint and put together, of course, and we're just going to have a good time with it. And I'm going to get a few more expansions for it, and then from there we will definitely start working on this. There's the 100 Kingdoms, there's the Spires, and I believe there's another 2 armies that are coming out. So we'll load up with them. Everything I need is in here, so even if I don't go any further with it, you know, we got ourselves a nice little set here, and it should be fun. Collega 311. Hi, Rob. I know Conquest. Been following for years. Looks really good. I agree with you there, my friend. It looks really good, and I think it's something that we're going to have some fun with. So that's what we're going to do with that. All right, let's see what else we got here. I ended up getting some demo deck of the Sherlock Files. I don't know what that's all about, but we'll check it out. Ugh. So far, Pete has not texted me, so I'm doing good. I haven't said anything derogatory, but it'll come. One game, definitely, while Pete's here, is we want to talk about. This is a game that I really want to play a little bit more and get to know a little bit. Hope everything is going great for you, Rob. Everything's going fine. We're just happy. God of War, the card game, really looks interesting to me. I like the one-player aspect of it. We're going to try that out. We're going to give it a go. And I think this will be something that'll be very good for us. And we'll have a lot of fun with. So there you go. All right, let's put that over here. Oh, and I got a promo for it too. Woohoo! You're doing great. Don't worry, it'll go downhill, Pete. It'll go downhill. I can guarantee you that. I'm going to take some shots while I can. Why not? All right, let's see what else we got here. So I actually physically have to get up here. So just bear with me for a second. Oh, top down. There we go. All right, let's bring a couple more things over here. Boy, I'm going to have to put some of this stuff in boxes. A game that I thought was really cool and I saw at Origins, Foodies. I mean, when Pete was explaining this in a video we did, which didn't get a heck of a lot of views, which I was kind of shocked at because I don't think people realize how good and solid a game this is, and how, you know, you're trying to build up and manage a restaurant and stuff like that, and you know, you're doing all kinds of different things with it. It just, when Pete explained it, go check out the video. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. This is something that really caught my eye, and I was really, really interested in. I think it sold really, really well. We can ask Pete. Pete, I think you guys sold out of this, didn't you? I'm intrigued by that one. Oh, there goes Barbara. So, this is a very good. Listen, there's no miniature, so you know, I'm sucked right in, and you know, I saw it. I talked to Pete about it. I thought it was fantastic, and I want to thank Pete for getting me a copy of this. Thank you, Pete. Pete's always been very good to the channel. This is a game I've been looking forward to. The American Civil War, another Worthington game. Let's get the glare out, huh? Maybe we'll just turn it like this, right? Boom. All right, there we go. Just a beautiful little system. It uses the block system. So, you know, I really, really think this is something that we're really going to enjoy. You can play it solo. It's very easy to learn. A two-player or solo. And it'll play about 2 hours. But I think, I really think, you know, this is something that really, really, really stands out. And I'm also, so did Song of Ice and Fire, Bathronians. I can't even say it. Sorry, but I'll tell you something. This is a fantastic game, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. I wanted to make sure that I got stuff for War and Pieces. That's our Saturday wargaming show, and you know me. I try to be very diversified, and I'm really looking forward to some of the things that we have. Oh, by the way, take a look at the new Geek shirt I'm showing off with our new logo. Okay, there's a new Geek shirt in the back. Hey, if you're part of the team, make sure you represent the team, right? That's what I'm saying. All right, let's go back down to the table. This one I was kind of on the fence about, but you know, basically miniatures. Yeah, okay, count me in. 2 to 5 players. You know, it's something that we can paint up, and if we don't like it, we can always auction it off like we always do. Oko Chronicles, something a little different. I do like the old Japan type of stuff, and this really kind of stood out to me. And there's just a lot going on here, and a lot of miniatures, of course, which, hey, great, right? So, Quest into the Darkness, why not? Let's give it a shot. We'll see what we can do with it. Let's take a little bit better look at it. Boom. There we go. Like I said, I didn't fall into the same, you know, outside the box. You know, I like to get stuff outside the box, and that's the best way to put it. Yeah, did I get some popular stuff? Yeah, sure. But honestly, I like to think outside the box, to be honest with you. And, you know, I'm kind of showing you the things that are not as popular, but just to show you that, you know, hey, we get stuff too. I have to get up here. We gotta get more stuff. All right. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Just too much. Too much stuff. A game that, well, hey, what's better than me playing by myself? Well, me playing by myself. And Star Trek Conflict in the Neutral Zone was something that really kind of stood out a little bit. And I said, oh, you know, this would be kind of fun on screen. Especially since, hey, Helen, take a look. We have a mat that's a star field underneath. There you go. See? James Hanna, how are you? Eric Schwartz. I was a big fan of Valley of the Dead King and basic mechanics, but there are new rules to fit the scenario and Big Boss to make it a great new game. Really? Well, we will talk about that maybe. So anyways, this is very interesting, and if we can do this correctly without screwing up, there we go. Hey, take a look. I mean, we are starships, and we are flicking discs, and there's powers, and there's cards, and just something that I think would be a lot of fun just one day to just set up all the cameras and test all the different angles and just let it rip, right? I mean, come on. Let's go with it, right? There we go. There we go. The shade. There you go. Gotta love it. I always throw shade. I got this next game particularly just so I can say this one line. Looks like you picked the wrong gosh darn rec room. Damn it, you bastards. Man, that was my favorite scene in Tremors. But this is very, very an interesting game. I got to talk to Terry about this. And really, really just a fascinating little game here about, well, trying to get as many points as you possibly can while fighting off these things that are coming up from the ground, and they're laying eggs, and there's all kinds of stuff, and you get all kinds of weapons trying to take out these screamers, as they call them, which we all know they're those tremor creatures. I mean, we know it. Come on. I mean, how can we go wrong, right? And then just continually through the whole game, just continually say, looks like you picked the wrong rec room to attack. I don't know. What can I tell you? Where's the other little box here? Okay. This one, I think, this one kind of has a little story, but we're not going to tell it. But I did pick this up. I think this would be kind of neat. It has a one-player mechanism with it. I like the little buildings in it, and I really, really think this will shine if we paint it up and have some fun with it. Whoa. What am I doing here? Medieval Age. I really think this is a really good game. I really liked what they did. Painting all this stuff up will be fun, and it'll really enhance the game a bit. Also came with a harbor, a great hall, and 3 more dice. Hey, yeah, go boy. Collector set. So, yeah, there you go. I like it. I was into it. I got Terrible Low too, says Godzilla Lover. Flick discs, throw bricks, put the boot in, love it, brother, sling, and things. There you go. I still haven't opened it. Was waiting on reviews. Was hoping it has quest, adventure, etc. Danny, I'm going to answer all your questions. Your volume went low. Well, that's because I got up, I think. Hold on. Let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Hold on. Let me just adjust the volume here. Okay. 1, 2. There we go. We should be fine. I think everybody can hear me right now. All right, there we go. All right. Okay, so anyways, neat little game. A little bit Euro-y. Yeah, you know, sometimes we need to mix it up a little bit. What can I tell you? We need to mix it up. What else did we get? All right, I got to get up. So, hold on. So, yeah, I wanted to get the Trader Command for Blackstone Fortress. There's a lot of stuff I got to do with this to even get to the table, but I just figure I stay current so I don't have to go chasing things. Comes with a Trader Command booklet, Heart of Corruption sheet, assembly guide, discovery cards, encounter, exploration cards, 2 encounter cards, 2 hostile reference cards, and you know, more stuff for the kind of thing that it is, which is kind of a legacy game in a way. Another game that I got was Stellar Leap. This just fascinated me. It's a quick 20-minute game. I think that we'll have some fun with. And there you go. Just something that just really looked interesting to me. Discover new planets, complete missions in this family-friendly space exploration game. Earn prestige by completing missions. Discover new planets, increase in population, and fulfilling your hidden objective. Veritable player powers and game-changing events mean that every game is different as the planets in our galaxy. And of course, it has that magic number, 1 to 5 players. Boom, count me in. Hey, we're Giraffe Games. Oh, yeah, yep. Why not? Volume's still kind of low. All right. Let me see what's going on here. Volume still kind of low, they say. Oh, I see what I did. There we go. How's that? Much better, right? Okay. Let me just bring it down here a little bit. So we don't become blaring. There we go. Alright, everybody should be fine. Stellar Leap is made in my hometown by friends of mine. That's my favorite game of theirs. Well, cool. I look forward to it. I keep hearing it. Okay, I'm talking about something else. Volume is good now. Yeah, I accidentally hit the thing, I think. The thingamabobber. Whatever it is. Alright, let's put this over here. Put this over here. And we're good there. Alright, we're not doing too bad. Oh, this was a must for me. War with the Evil Power Master. I heard these were really good. Another game by Prospero Hall, who, in my mind, made some of the best games of this whole convention. The Funko stuff was ridiculous to begin with, and this is something I'm looking forward to doing with you guys, and just having some fun and seeing how the story tells itself. So I'm really looking forward. This is definitely a game that was made for this channel. And I think we'll have a lot of fun with this together. So we'll give it a whirl, right? All right, that's what we do, right? All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, we did get the expansion for Terror Below as well. Sorry about that. Whoop, whoop. There we go. I'm trying to stuff everything all over this place somehow. Now this, for me, made... Tomorrow you're going to see a video on the top games of... my top games of Gencon 2019. And you're going to see some older games because I've never played them. I never got a chance to get Everdell. This is the collector's edition. And it comes with the highest quality components. Supposed to be absolutely fantastic. And it is a game that I've been kind of anxious to kind of check out. And hey, listen, we're going all the way. I definitely excited about this. There's something else I have around here for this, but we will talk about that a little bit later. And once I find it, Everdell is just something I'm really looking forward to. I got the collector everything. I made sure this thing is pimped out to the max, and it was cheap. It was cheap. It was really nice what they did. I did not get the expansion. I figured, hey, let's make sure that I really love this as much as I do. I know I do because I got to play a game, and when I got to play a game, the expansion was gone. I mean, what are you going to do? But as long as I got this, I can get the expansion later. I'm not too worried about it. Very thematic. Everything's going on here, and the solo adventure against the rat just looks tremendous, and I'm excited to do this with you guys. And I, when I went buying games, and I'm going to come up top a little bit. When I went to get games, I thought more of the channel instead of what I wanted. The whole point was to get things that fit the channel, and this was something that I felt, and everything that you saw so far is stuff that we can do and fits the channel. And it had 3 requirements. I didn't care how popular Black Angel was. It doesn't fit the channel. I can't play it on the channel. I didn't care how popular other things were. I didn't get things just because they were hot. I got things that I thought A, would interest me, B, would fit the channel, and that's why this is kind of a little bit different. I mean, there's popular things here, but there's some things here that you're gonna go, whoa, what's that? And scratch your head a little bit. And I'll explain some of the things as we keep going here. How are we doing for time? Well, not bad. 33 minutes, and I'm just about halfway through, I think. But we got a lot to look at, so let's continue. Let me get this out of the way. I don't know why I'm looking at myself. We don't want to see me. All right. Let's move this. Whoa. Trying to get things on shelves so I don't have to do it later. And I'm just tripping everything up here. There we go. All right. Well, I'm not worried about that cord right now. All right, let's grab some more stuff here. Oh, come on. Will you get off my feet already? All right. Now we got this. Too much stuff. Alright. Sorry for making you guys wait. Hold on. Oh my god. I'm tripping over stuff. There's so much stuff. This thing, and they're going to throw about a mile. Getting on my nerves. Alright. I never played this game. So, the guys at Gamelin Games said, hey, you got to try Tiny Epic Galaxies. You can play it by yourself, and it's supposed to be really, really good. And I said, all right, let's check it out. Whoa, that's me. And I said, all right, let's check it out. Very cool. It is a... What did it have here? Oh, okay. Yeah, 1 to 4 players where you can conquer a galaxy. And now they're coming out with an ultra small version of this, which I think is kind of interesting. So we're just going to put that there. Oh, let me take a drink here. Holy cow. Whew. Talking way too much, huh? Much better. All right. Top down we go, folks. This game here, actually Keith Collins talked me into it, and boy, am I glad he did. This is phenomenal. All right, and this, you're gonna see, tomorrow there is a video on the top 10 games that my final list of the top 10 games for me of Gencon 2019. I can tell you this is definitely in there. Just where? That's what you're going to want to know. It is a game where you are setting somebody on watch while everybody else fights all the creatures coming in. It is ingenious. It is fantastic. It is just glorious. And I'm telling you right now, this one is you're going to see a lot of. This is the deluxe edition. Plays in about an hour, which is perfect for our little group here. And away we go, huh? There you go. What can I say? So we were able to get that before it sold out. And I was happy about that. So let's take this, move this. And I will just put this here for now. Actually, I could put it up over here. Whoop. There we go. A lot of you know that I absolutely adore and love Aventura. Well, they came out with another expansion for this. I love this game. It is beautiful. It is fantastic. It plays very well. It is a game that let's see if we can get this in here. Just a fantastic, tells a beautiful story. It is a fun one to player game. It's a great expansion. I didn't know it was coming. And it just really something that I was really looking forward to. I didn't know it was coming out. And then when I saw it, I said, oh, I've definitely got to get this. Von Deacon, how are you? There must be a lot of them to make up 150 pounds. Well, a lot of these are heavy. Trust me on that. And you'll see it was 150 pounds without a doubt. But definitely something that was in my wheelhouse. And more dungeons. What can I tell you? I love it. And this is just one of those games that I really enjoy. So, Aventura, the card game. One of my favorites. This game is going to make my top 10. And this is an older game that I knew nothing about. Shadow of Malice. It is a cooperative game of epic fantasy. Revised second edition printing. From actually somebody that is on the Alaboom. And I did not know that he made this game. We went by and we saw him, and he showed off this game and explained how it worked. And I was like, oh my God, I want this. And I made sure I got it. This is fantastic. I love what it does. Okay. You could just play with one of these boards and the Shadow Realm and just have a great experience. Jim, who developed this, made all the art, and there's more game here than aesthetic beauty, but the game is really solid. Anytime that you can run into a creature, okay, and let's see if we can get this on here a little bit better. Boom, there we go. Anytime you can run into a creature, okay, and create the creature. So when you go to the space where the footprint is, what you're going to do is you're going to have a card and you're going to roll, and it's going to say, well, if you're on mountains, well, it is a, it is a cat creature, a mammal. Well, then you decide what it is. Okay, it's a cat. Then you decide, is it a big cat, little cat, or a weenie cat? Well, you roll and find out. And then you roll to see what kind of powers it has. Okay, so right now you have a weenie cat, and oh, well, wait a minute. If you roll a certain thing, it's not going to have any powers, but if you roll high, you're going to pull an ability card, and you turn it over, it might be an acid-spitting cat, right? Now that's kind of crazy. But now you just either, you know, created the thing that you're going to mow through, or you created a creature that you are doomed. So this, because I was so interested in it and I spent a lot of time learning it, you know, it's definitely, I'm going to tell you, it made the top 10. And even though it came out in 2014 or 2010, somewhere in there, the one thing that I'm really excited, well, not excited about, is that was given to me, is that they made some treasure cards in memory of their true friend, of their friend, and these treasure cards will go in, and they actually spell his name, the treasure cards. So it's something special to Jim. So I want to make sure that I put it in and made mention of it. It is a special memorial pack, and hopefully, you know, I'm going to mow through this, and then all of a sudden, basically, there is an expansion out for it as well, which I plan on getting at some point. But I want, you know, I mean, there's a lot of game in this box. Let's just put it that way. All right. So I look forward to showing you guys this in the next week or so. I think you're really going to like this. If you're interested in it, check it out at deviousweasel.com. But I really highly suggest it. I think this is going to be a hit here. Just something out of the ordinary. It's not something that everybody's looking at. And those are the kind of games I like. You know, the things that you don't expect. So there you go. Whew. Alright, so let's see. Let me put this over here. Alright, let's keep going here. Oh. Let's just get right to it, huh? Wow, I got all kinds of stuff here. I'm a big fan of Eon's End. And let me just tell you, the new age looks fantastic. Let me get that out of the light. There's a few things that go with it that I got also. We got promos for the new age in here. We got all the new expansions. At least that's what they told me. All right, let me do this. There's an expedition mode in this now, which I'm going to find fascinating, of course. So we've got this new expansion. Whoa, come on, Rob, get it in the camera. Stay with the program. Rob, don't mind us, audience. Okay, I'm just not playing. I'm not even looking. Beautiful cards, beautiful things. This is all a continuation of the New Age story. This here is another one that they've got for the New Age story. And I really have enjoyed this. Contains one new nemesis and 2 breaches. Okay. And then we have another one here. As you can see, Shattered Dreams, which just keeps everything going. I've got Legacy I still have to play, for crying out loud. But always plenty of stuff going on here. All right. Let me move this. And just get this up over here. All right. I may actually have enough room for everything. Ugh. Next. Hey, I had to do it. I had to do it. There was no way I was going to miss out on this. And yeah, this is one that I'm very excited about. I think I'm more excited about doing this for my grandson than I am anything else. But Power Rangers, Heroes of the Grid. I definitely want to paint this one up for the little guy. It's supposed to be, it's a cooperative game, so I think you can actually play it more than 2 player. I mean, you can play 1 player. The miniatures are really nice. Terry and I were talking about it, and well, you know, we just got to do it. We just got to do it. I think I have to start with the first one, huh? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Each of their releases are standalone. I'm just making sure I didn't miss the thing. But anyways, Power Rangers. What can I tell you? This really looks like a lot of fun, and of course, you know, you gotta paint all these guys up, and so forth and so on. But that's not all. We kind of got Shattered Grid, and this is the expansion. There's a lot going on in here. This is another one that an expansion for it. The story is that it is kind of in the future. If you remember, the Green Ranger was originally bad, okay, and when he went bad, he turned into the White Ranger, and the White Ranger became a force of good. Well, this is in a different universe where the White Ranger went bad, and they kind of got to mimic each other and go through time and deal with all the kind of stuff that they are going to deal with. A great story with it, and just, you know, Renegade is just killing it. And of course, I had to get the Cyclops, this deluxe figure. I mean, come on, how could I not? How can I not? I mean, I went this far. I mean, really, let's just do it. I mean, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go all the way. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Woo-wee. Cool. All right. All right, so let's get rid of this. And we got more stuff. And trying to put it away while I'm doing this. I hope I got enough room in this house. Let's put this up over there, and boom. All right, cool. Wow. All right, the next thing is something. Oh wow, that box is going too. Okay, cool. And that is, well, you guys were talking about it, and the Forest of Alderman or whatever. I love Hex Explore games. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'll tell you what, just one of my favorite things. Steve Parks, how are you? And I just love this system. They revamped it a bit for the second edition. We're going to be checking it out just like we did the first edition. And there's a lot going on here. You know, it's kind of the same thing, but just a little revamp here. We also have Return to the Valley of the King. Okay, so there we go. And let's turn this over here. Boom. Return to the Valley of the Dead King. Now, I have the original one, yeah, right up there. Valley of the Dead King. And I believe that this kind of changes some of the rules and stuff like that and makes some improvements to it that people complained about. But, I just like the game no matter what. And I really think this is really, really cool. And, well, we're going to return to the forest. We got this expansion too. So, yeah, we're piling it on, folks. I like stuff like this. The way is dark. Expand your hero library. Over 250 combinations in this box. Gain new relics. Gain legendary equipment. Battle new bosses. Become the villain. Ooh. Nothing bad about being the bad guy. Yeah, so, let me switch this. I mean, I was so excited to see this. They did not have a booth, so this did not make the top 10 games. They didn't have a booth, so I did not add it. So, you will not see this in my top 10, even though if they had a booth, I guarantee you it would be in my top 10. Without a doubt. Without. And I do mean without a doubt. All right, let's get some more stuff. Ugh. Man, this is getting tiring. All right. All right. So, this for me is kind of disappointing. And I'll tell you why. God, this is heavy. So, what we got here is the new Cloud Spire. And that box is heavy. I mean, you can hear it. We got this. We got the expansion. We got the Portal Seekers expansion. We got the miniatures expansion, which just gives you miniatures. Big box. There's 6, 12, 24, 30 miniatures in here, which you can use instead of whatchamacallit. Probably didn't need it. Got a tray holder. Some extra health, which instead of plastic health, let's see. Attention. The following items are not in the game box, are included as an external packet. Okay, they're just giving you, they give you all these boxes as external things. All this here cost me $350, along with a mat that came with it. And I'm going to put that over here for now. $350. $350. Okay? I'm sure the quality is through the roof, but $350 for a game, it kind of put a sour taste in my mouth a little bit. And the reason is that, you know, I could have probably bought maybe 2 more games at $100 each, or even if it was at $250, I could have probably bought 2 games at, you know, $70 each. And that's why it kind of fell from what was the most anticipated game, because the way I kind of looked at it and the way I see it in my mind. Okay, yeah, I can't believe this stupid cable. Hold on, folks. Hold on. All right. I just can't win today. Why do I bother? We should just end the channel. Well, anyways, the way I see it, what does Pete says? Should have been for free for all the press you gave them. No, they do that for the bigger channels. They don't worry about little itty bitty channel like me, and that's fine. Take care of, you know, the people that mean something to you and that can give you a lot more press and give you a lot more prestige. You know, I don't reach a huge audience. Why would you give this free to me. That I'm not even worried about. The way I looked at it, and the reason this isn't the number one game of the con, number one, I love the game. The quality is going to be through the roof. But how many of you can go to a con and drop $350? You know what I mean? And that's what kind of sat and resonated with me when I was sitting here and doing the list on Monday. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this and I'm going, it's $300. I mean, $350. $350. And, you know, $250, I can almost see it, but $350. How many of you can go out there and do that right now? Technical difficulties? What? Are we having technical? Oh, yeah, the cable. I'm not worried about the cable. It's because I moved. I put some things up on the shelf there, so the cable fell down. Whatever. Never said this was. Well, this is probably why not a lot of people watch, because we just do things like, you know, normally. Whatever. It doesn't matter. The thing is, the way I rated this, I said, you know something. I'm going to drop this down because I don't think everybody could get everything that they want for this. You know, you're going to want the expansions. You're going to want, you know, you're going to want the miniatures in there to carry around the thing. You know, the quality is going to be off the chart. Everything's going to be fantastic. But, you know, everything that you saw here was $350. Do I find that unreasonable? Not exactly. Not when you go buy Kingdom Death Monster for $400. You know, but it really puts a dent in people's budget, and it has to be something that is so driving that it's going to take you away from other games, and that's what, you know. I wanted to get more games, but I just, you know, with all the money I spent a lot of money. There's no handouts here, really. You know, there was like Jim was nice enough to give me a copy of that game, and he snuck it in my bag. I don't go around asking for games. I'm saying that's a bad thing. It's just I always feel funny about asking or promoting the channel or pushing the channel, saying, hey, I got a channel. And the other reason is, you know, I don't think people were really well, maybe they were giving out a lot of games, but now there are so many content creators. You know, a guy with 2,000 subscriptions is going around saying, hey, I got a channel. Hey, I got t-shirts. I can promote this. I can promote that. And, you know, these guys are giving out media copies, and it's first come, first serve. You know, it could be some of that too. It isn't sour grapes. Okay? I don't want you to think it's sour grapes. I'm just telling you how I think inside, and I think this is a tough swallow for the average everyday gamer. $350 is a hard thing to swallow. And I was getting to that, Pete. Believe me, I do not forget you. Let me tell you something. I am very blessed. And I wonder how much I can talk about this. Pete will text me if I do. Just to clarify, all of the Diceiam games were free. I will never charge Rob for anything. And that's true. And I never ask Pete for anything either. Pete is somebody that always offers things up. And, you know, God of War that you saw and Foodies, that came home. And I could have took an extra copy of Zombicide Invaders, but I didn't because I already had one and I just didn't think it was fair. I'm not a greedy person. Okay? I'm not somebody with my hand out all the time. But I do work hard at this. I do believe in what we do. I do believe in helping people and things like that. And most of all, you know what I really believe in? I believe in making sure publishers make money. Because if they make money, their companies and their doors stay open, and they can be creative and keep making you wonderful games, beautiful, fantastic experiences that you can have for a long, long time. Sorry, these glasses kind of go kooky. Game toppers in IKEA just took a big bite out of my pocketbook. Can't afford any expensive games right now, Mark Livergood said. Exactly. You know, when you go invest something else is going to hurt. So when you look at the list tomorrow, it's not sour grapes. It's more saying, wow, This was a big chunk of change. Just curious why you didn't kickstart Cloudspire. You knew you wanted it anyways, and it was cheaper even with shipping. I don't do Kickstarter. I'm not a Kickstarter guy. Darkinator? Okay. I don't do Kickstarters. It doesn't matter how bad I want the game. Okay. I'll tell you a little story. And just you know, to be fair, we still have some things to go over. Not much, but just to be fair, okay. There is a game. When I first started this channel, I was doing a little segment, and it was called, you know, I was trying a Kickstarter preview. You know, everybody was doing Kickstarter previews. What can I tell you? My thing is that I was taking projects that interested me and asked if they wanted to come on. I wasn't asking for anything, didn't want anything out of it. And there was one particular project, okay? Dungeon Crusade. Now, I love Roger Deering with all my heart. But if I soaked in the $200 back in 2014 or 15 or whenever it funded, okay, it still hasn't come out to this day. I am not somebody that puts my money out there to just hang. Daniel, how are you, by the way? That's just me. That's just me. Now, he just finished the rule book, you know, because I still follow it. I love the guy. I want the guy to be successful. But how many people are going to back you again if it took you 4 to 5 years? Yeah, you learned a lot of things, but at whose expense? Okay? I'm sure it was frustrating for him. I love the guy. I support it. I want Dungeon Crusade to be everything it can be. But can it now with so many different dungeon games? And with Oath Sworn coming out, which I think is going to be a huge success. After what I saw, check out that video on Monday. I'm telling you right now, you are not going to be disappointed in what you see and how it plays out and how I'm willing to help. I'll help everybody with a Kickstarter. I'm just not somebody to put my money out there when I can do something with my money in my hands right now. Just me. Just me. I'm one of the weirdos. And I'd rather try to find it later or maybe pay more for it later if I'm really interested. But first, I want to see it come out. I want to see what people think of it, and so forth and so on. It's just me. This, decided to get it at the show. And when I paid that, I pulled out the cash, paid right away. Didn't even question it. I go, okay, this is what I wanted. But on my way home, I was thinking about it, and I go, I can't make this my number one game. When I got to think about the Vincents, the Godzilla lovers, and the Marks that are looking, you know, you can get this base game for $130, you know, but you're always gonna want those expansions and everything else. It's just like the Kickstarter, you want everything. Killer Rabbit, what's up, my brother? First of all, let me just say to Killer Rabbit, thank you so much for the speakers. They mean a lot. Thank you. And they're perfect. They do everything I need them to do, and I want to thank him. He sent us a pair of speakers. Again, you know, I try to think about you guys. It's not about me. All right, so that is Cloudspire, and that's my rant on Cloudspire. Doesn't change how I feel about. I mean, I think this is a fantastic game. I can't wait to get this to the table. We're gonna have a great time with this. Well, $350 worth. Oh, okay. Here's another thing. Let me just move this over, so we don't have to get up that much. And I think we got a couple more things over here. One of the things I did get is I got the wooden oh, nobody wants to see me. You want to see what I got? No, let's go here. Oh, there we go. They were selling these, and I really think this is cool. Instead of that cardboard thing, taking it apart, putting it together, you have a wooden tree. Yes, it's made out of wood, and it's not going to break the way the other one starts to wear down a little bit. So I thought this was a nice addition to Everdell. I always call it Everdale. Shame on me, but what can I tell you? All right, let's keep going here. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. War Cry. Oh man, they had this there, and I said, yeah, I'll take that. Let's bring it home. Let's do it. Let's do what we need to do. Let's get this bad boy on the table and have some fun. And, okay, that was just Pete. I'm okay. I didn't mess up. I mean, look at this. This just looks fantastic. It's basically the fantasy version of Killzone, and I'm really excited about this. I think this will be a lot of fun and something that we can show off. Hopefully we can get to it and make it all pretty for you guys and show it off. I mean, that's what we do, right? Just some really neat figures in here. And I've got to get some of the other cards so we can actually do some of the other stuff. Inedible Bee. Hey Rob, it was good to meet you at Gencon. Yes, and I talked about you quite a bit. Dab, how are you? It's always good to see Dab. I talked quite a bit about you in the in some of the things, and well, I don't want to bring it up here. So there you go. All right, so that we got War Cry. Let's see what else we got here. Finally. We're at the final thing that we got. Oh, and this is another monster. This caught me by surprise. Caught me completely by surprise. And Edge of Darkness just looks phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. And I was very excited about this. This is a huge box. This is the best way to put it, this is a Gloomhaven type box. It uses some of the card crafting system that you find in Mystic Vale. And just something that I was very excited about. So someone writing these down so I can look them up. No, you have to watch the whole video, unfortunately. Thanks for the explanation, Rob. Haven't been burned yet on Kickstarter, but I am pretty picky about what I back. Yeah, that's it. Let me finish this, and then we'll close out, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the things that we're talking about. But here we have Edge of Darkness. Another just fantastic experience. I saw this, I fell in love with it. I want to paint the tower and really get this, and just whoa. Oh, excuse me, hold on. I've been rambling, and I want to try the one player version of this, see how it works. And we'll have a lot of fun with it. I really think this is something really special here. So that's why I went and got it. You know, it was $120. Came with a ton of stuff in here. I mean, is this the one with the miniatures? Hold on. Because they have one with miniatures. No, they have a Kickstarter version with the miniatures. No, I just got the regular edition, which is fine. Fine. Okay. Oh, includes all unlocks from Kickstarter. Campaign stretch goals include Voiceless Guild solo. Yeah, that's what we were talking. Cards and rules. Okay, there we go. Gotta love that. Kickstarter stuff. So that all comes in this box. This is just a monster. Not light by any means. And this just looks glorious. That's all I can tell you. Ugh. Alright, so now that I blocked my way in, whew, when I did that in 1 hour and 10 minutes, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. You saw that we didn't go for the most popular games. And because we spent so much money, we kind of went with things that I really felt that we can fill in, that we can do some things. Got to remember, there's some more stuff that's coming that did not get here in time for this. So we've got all the Pathfinder stuff, the brand new stuff that we plan on doing here, because underneath this mat is a dungeon tile mat. And, there's just an also Escape from the Dark Castle. There's such a variance of things that we got that I really think it gives us a good enough, how can I put this? A good variance that we are going to motor through over the next month and a half. And I believe there might be something else in that box. I can't remember. Nice collection. Threw out a lot of money. I mean, if I threw out just $350 for that one game, you can imagine what I put out. I put out a couple $1,000, and I saved up everything I could, and I took a pretty hard hit. And then on top of it, if you really think about it, you're shipping home so much stuff so we can stay, well, kind of relevant in a way, but just do it in our way. My son Drake from Make-A-Wish saw you can hold on, I'm so sorry, Dab, bear with me. Okay, Dab said, my son Drake from Make-A-Wish saw you can, I contribute a lot of money to Make-A-Wish, by the way, saw you can walk you through the hall, didn't get to talk to you, but he was there first time, and he says hi now. Hello, I'm sorry that I did not get to see you, and I'm really sorry that I missed you. I only had 2 hours a day, and to run through and try to tape and try to buy stuff. I had to be strategic in everything I did, from morning to from dawn to dusk. I was moving and trying to do everything, try to do things for the channel, try to do things for BGG, and just trying to stay somewhat relevant. Joe Wood, how are you? Set a Watch will be a great game for you to live stream with the audience on the decisions to make. Great game. Yeah, I picked things that would fit this channel and have as much interaction as we possibly could with everybody. I really think a lot of this stuff, you're going to see a lot of stuff as far as painting and so forth and so on. Boy, Dab, I really feel bad now. Tell Drake I'm so sorry I missed him. Things like that really bothered me. I said it earlier in the week on the closeout of this, is that I was burnt out. We had the last 6-7 weeks with Amanda waiting on the baby, her in and out of the hospital with CF, just praying that this baby got here okay. Then when the baby finally gets here, plus we had a wedding, in the middle of that as well. And by the time I got to my grandson and my granddaughters, whose birthday's today, happy birthday, Huddy, I was completely exhausted. And but I spent my time with him. We ran all over the place. I tried to celebrate his birthday early and did everything he wanted to do. And then, right to Gencon. And when I tell you, in an edible bee, I want to make sure that you heard this as well. That beautiful daughter of yours, I had nothing left. I had nothing. I tried all my heart to just be myself, and I was just burnt out emotionally and physically. And I felt bad because people had come up and said hi. And for me, I never wanted to be that guy where it was a disappointment to meet me. And not that meeting me means anything or is important in any way, but I really want, to try to have as much energy as I could have. And I think everything just kind of took a toll. And then on top of that, worrying about making sure that I got to the UPS, worrying that I got the games that I wanted to. The funny thing about it is I spent so much money. There were things that I wanted to add, and we're going to talk about some of those things that I wanted to add. There was a Gladiator game that I really wanted. Arena Rex. I felt horrible. I missed it the prior year. I saw it. I just did not have I spent so much money and I felt horrible. I wanted to bring that to you guys because I thought we would have a lot of fun because I would do all the different voices of the stupid characters and fight them out. Just kooky stuff, that I come up with in my head. Another game I was looking at was Judgment. You're going to see a video on that. That's one that I thought was interesting, and I kind of just couldn't get back to go get that. They sold out of Undaunted Normandy, which was disappointing because I wanted to get that from Osprey Games. So that missed the list. So if you look at the list at the beginning of June, Skinny Jeans, how are you? If you really look at it, compared to this last list that you're going to see tomorrow, you're going to see such a variance and how things change so much by things that, I finally got to, play a bunch of stuff and I went, wow, that's a lot better than I thought it was. Oh, I didn't know that was coming here. There were a lot of things I just did not know were coming. And I was just very, very excited. Did I get to see everything? No, I didn't even get close to seeing half the stuff I wanted to see. I wanted Crown of Imera. I couldn't get a copy of that. I was out of money. Plain and simple. I mean, when you spend, like $2,500, you just, sometimes you just got to put a break. I mean, I had money. I just can't see spending $4,000 at a convention, even though it's for a channel. I have to wait, reload, and we'll get more stuff in here. We do the best we can. We're not Cult of the New. We do our best to entertain you. I hope you guys enjoy everything that we do. I love you all. I do the best I can. That's all I can do. I can only do what my, buy smart. That's all I can do. And like I said, people weren't out there going, hey, Rob, we want you to take a look at this. Believe me, I don't refuse anything either. I'm not stupid. I'm not that dumb. But, we paid. And you know what? I sleep at night. I really do. I sleep at night. Let's see. I'm late as always. That's all right. It's good to have you here anyways. Rob, we appreciate you and the channel more than I can ever say or show you. Biggest reason to go to Gencon for the day was to meet you. And for me, that was one of the highlights of the whole thing. I think what I realized more than anything, okay, is that there are a lot of passive-aggressive people in this business, plain and simple. I'm not going to start drama or anything. Have you played Warcry yet? No, but we just showed it off. We got the starter kit for at Gencon, and we shipped it home, and we just revealed that we will be heading that up as soon as we can. But I've realized one thing. This is my little world. Okay, and I got to keep things contained to my little world. And I think that's good. I think that's a good thing, is keeping things contained to the little world. Not worrying about everything else on the outside or, subscriptions, blah, blah, blah. None of that stuff. I don't worry about any of that stuff. Trust me. Okay? All I'm worrying about is what I can do for you guys. How I can shine for you guys. How this channel can do its best to get you the coverage of things that you guys want to see. And take a look at older things. I mean, we got a room completely filled with games that we haven't even put on camera yet. There's more stuff here in shrink wrap than you can imagine. And now it's even more. And it's time to start unshrinking it, putting it on tape, film, or even live. We're going to do a lot of live stuff, and we're just going to have fun. And that's it. That's all I got. We're going to paint. We're going to paint on BGG. I'm working on something that we're going to have a little more control there to do things live on Board Game Geek TV. We've got just a lot of things in mind. I have an agreement with Command, which we discussed. I had a meeting and I got that in thanks to Pete. How can I do half the things without Pete? We'll be talking about that very soon live here, and I think you guys are going to be very shocked at that. We are what we are. We're unprofessional. I'm never going to have all the glitz and glam, but I have you. And that's my rant. That's it. I don't want to make it a 20-hour rant. Okay, I'll watch the rest of the video tomorrow. Okay, talk to you later, Skinny Ching. It was always a pleasure having you here. Danny Uzo, I hope you're happy now that we also have... I'll make sure that we do that game. You are going to love that Hex Explore. It is a fantastic experience. We have a lot of games that are just fantastic experiences that I want to bring here and show you. Rob, you spoil me. I've tried watching other channels. You're the best. Well, Zeblik, thank you so much. But, there's a lot of channels out there. A lot of really good channels out there. And, enjoy them. Enjoy them. I did get a Chip Theory dice ball. There we go. So, I think, if you want to see certain games, let me know. I'll try to get them. We have a great relationship with Miniature Market, and they are just fantastic, wonderful, great people. And they've helped this channel when it was just a little bitty thing. And getting to see and have a laugh. And by the way, do me a favor, all of you. There is a video coming out Saturday at 11 o'clock. It is my grandson. He is going to teach you how to play my first Castle Panic. And it is him doing, and none of this was told to him. It's not scripted. Okay? Not at all. But he does the biggest sell job you will ever see. And when I showed this to the owner of Miniature Market, he laughed so hard I thought he was going to bust a gut. It was probably one of the funniest things you will see. You have to watch it through. It's about 16 minutes, 17 minutes. Nice and short. We play a whole round of the game, and it is hysterical. Make sure that you check it out. Tomorrow, top 10 games of Gencon. Sunday, open gaming, or Saturday night, open gaming. We're going to pull something here, and we're going to play it. Monday, Oath Sworn. Check that out. That's a big one. Tuesday, Journey, I think. Is it Journey? No, Judgment. Check that out. Wednesday, I want you guys to check out Ready to Play Storage. They're live on Kickstarter right now. They are doing 11 Eastern. Yes, Seblik. They are Ready to Play Storage. I did a video. It'll go up on Wednesday, but the Kickstarter went live this Wednesday. This guy makes some incredible storage solutions for Black Plague and Arcadia Quest Inferno, and he could do just about anything. He just sent me one. I put my Arcadia Quest Inferno away, and let me tell you something. The way the storage goes for the miniatures is incredible. Go check it out on Kickstarter now. It's very inexpensive. He's going to be doing all kinds of different things. Support him. He only needs like $1,200 to fund, which I hope he funds. My God, at this point, I'm about ready to fund them myself. Finally, I got a bunch of Kickstarter stuff going out on Monday. I just got to get some smaller boxes so I don't get killed on shipping. I'm stretched. And some of these things I've been dying to get done and get out of here because of the snarky emails I got. But some of them not, but one of them in particular. But I just want to get some of this stuff out. We're going to continue to just keep plugging along, doing the right things. And, boy, I think I've said it all, haven't I? So, hey, why don't we start playing things? We'll see what we can do tomorrow. We can see what we can do coming up Saturday, either Friday or either Friday night or Saturday night. I'm gonna pick something to play live. We'll have some fun with it. Leave it in the comments what you may want to see. Ready to play storage. Thank you, Helen, for putting the link up there. Click that link. It's really, the kid is such a nice kid. He has no confidence in himself, and this kid is an artist. He also gave us a beautiful cup. He's the one that gave us the Rob's Tabletop World Cup, which is absolutely beautiful. I like to watch your review and teach instructional for the Dungeons and Dragons series. Well, we can do that. There's a lot of great things that we can do. We have the whole world to just play around with. We've got so many things. I'm tired. I'm going to go eat. That might be something new. What is it? Almost 6 o'clock? Yeah. All right. I figured this would take an hour and a half, especially because I don't shut the hell up. What we're going to start with, who knows? But it'll be something cool. We've got all kinds of videos coming next week, like I said. I think you'll be happy. Just stick with us. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. You will not be disappointed. This is going to be a great end of the year. We have so much planned, and I have things I haven't even told you about. There's always something in the wings, and I always have something up my sleeves, even though it doesn't look like I can fit anything into my sleeves. Yes, this is a double extra large thing. The other thing is I want to tell everybody about Rathskeller tables. They're the best. Do not buy anything from those game toppers. I'll tell you right now, these things are cheap and no good. I'm going to go and buy a brand new table. Oh, hey, Berkey. Hey, buddy. I'm still tired from Gencon. Oh, me too. Good to see you. Make sure you get your tables from Game Topper. They're the very best. They are just good guys, and they do everything right. Yeah. There you go. Game Toppers. Boy, this is really uncomfortable now. Okay. I know I get him. I gotta take a shot every time I can at my brother Berkey. I'll tell you, I have very few friends in this business. I can count them on my hands. Okay, I can tell you one of my closest friends is Berkey. I don't get to spend as much time with him as much as I want because he's a millionaire and a mogul, but he is one of those people that mean a lot to me. I could tell you Pete means a lot to me. Aldi, Lance, Undead Viking, for those of you that don't know, and Pete Shirey, and of course Keith Collins. You know, I have very, very few people that I can really say would do anything for me, and without a doubt. And you know, of course, Stephen from Miniature Market, but you know, I'm talking about media people. Just fantastic. Mark Livergood, he's got the money. Yeah, you know, he plays this thing. Let's talk a little bit about board game theater, where you can get in on the late pledge if you want to, that he's been plugging. Listen, he walks around, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm completely worn out. You know what he's worn out from? Carrying the bags of money to the bank. All right? Did you see what that Kickstarter did? Huh? Holy cow. And then he was crying. You know, we were at the dinner together, and he's crying poor. He said, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. My Mercedes-Benz got a scratch on it. It's just the new 2020 edition. I'm a little disappointed because I did not get the aerial camera that comes with it. You know, things have been tough. Also, he was very upset with his flight because he didn't get to sit in the third seat in first class. He had to sit in the fourth. Jeez. Jeez. I feel for him. I really do. I really feel for him. And here I thought it was a big shot because I got the comfort seat in Spirit Airlines. Jeez. Nobody. I don't have a Mercedes. He's a witch. Listen, very simply. There's nobody that works harder than Berkey. These game toppers, everybody is trying to copy them. But why would you buy a cheap ass imitation when you can have the real thing at a reasonable price with ungodly quality? Okay? I mean ungodly quality. He gives everything. Rick, how are you? It's not a Mercedes, it's a BMW. Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, nobody puts his heart into things as much as this guy. This guy's exhausted. Help him out. Robert Weaver, hello. And I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. Game toppers, they're the very best. I love the guy. I tolerate him at times. He tolerates me. Oh, now he's telling the truth. Which is it? Am I lying or telling the truth, Burke? Okay? If I'm lying, I'm straight out lying. It's just too easy with him. Listen. Late Pledge. Go check it out. You can't go wrong. Listen, we've said it all. We've done it all. Okay? We've got a ton of new games. We got so many things that we can go over. Card games, miniature games, Euro games, flick games, war games. It's all here. It's all here. And we got much more coming. Okay, Sybil. Oh, God. Oh, God. You know what? I will tell you this. Everybody else I know, all the other media people that he knows, has the nice dice tower that goes on the side here. I didn't get that. I'm just saying. All right, listen. I love you all. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for you. And I'm looking straight in that camera, and I want you to know that you guys mean the world to me. So much. Tomorrows are never guaranteed. I hope that the good Lord lets me wake up tomorrow and see you guys tomorrow or Saturday when we decide to play a live game. I hope that every single one of us that are out there comes and spends some time and has some fun here. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're always giving stuff away and doing things. So I can't wait to see you all. Number 2, be nice to somebody. All right, it'd be nice if this world was just a little bit better and we're all kind to each other, because not only would it make the person feel good, it'd make you feel good, and it'd make a difference in this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful world. Craig, how are you? Dogs are barking. That means Richard's here. And finally, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. You guys are the world to me. I thank you so much for tuning into this channel. I can't thank you enough for being a big part of my life each and every day. I think of how much I can do better on this channel each and every evening. I live it, I breathe it, and I won't let it go. And for the last 4 years, it has been a privilege to come into your living rooms, your workspaces, when you're not supposed to be watching me, and, of course, your homes. Thank you so much. I love you all. We will see you all very, very soon. I was supposed to hold on for a while so the video can end. Just stand here and smile and look like, woo, hey, Rob, see you later. Okay. All right, now I can go. See you guys later.